Hey y'all, so I've had some people ask whether you should leave your leaves in the garden to break down and provide food, or should you clear your leaves out? And I'm going to give you a great example of why you need to get the leaves out of your garden bed. So I'm standing underneath this massive magnolia tree. Now, magnolia's not my favorite. I know people love them. It's a deeply wonderful southern plant. But here's my problem. So these are magnolia leaves, and they're waxy when they fall off, and they fall off in the spring. So your magnolia tree isn't sick if you see leaves that look like this. These get pushed off and new growth comes out. And then that's also when the flowers are blooming. So this, you can see the shine on it. It has a waxy coating. The problem with that is that that is super protective. So this leaf is not going to break down anytime soon. It is going to take ages for this to break down and turn into compost, especially if you leave it just like this. What I usually recommend is for people to rake their leaves either in the fall or the spring. If you have live oaks and magnolias you're raking in the spring, rake it into a row and then mow across it. And when you mow across, it chops them all up and grinds them up. You can collect it in a bag, or you can leave it there in the landscape and rake it and add it to a compost. If you live in a town where you have a like a citywide, a municipal transfer station, sometimes they're called, or a composting program, usually they'll give you brown paper sacks that you can put all of your compostable items in, and they'll take it, and then this just goes back into the landscape, but it does it in a way that is fast and efficient. Now, that's one reason. The other reason, there's actually two more. The other reason is if I have these leaves, these waxy leaves that are falling here, water is hitting this. Water is going to pool on top of this, and if I have a mat, I've been clearing this area out all morning. I'm not so concerned about little things like this because this will break down very quickly. But anything that's waxy, this is from a live oak, and then these magnolia leaves, this creates a mat. So if you have irrigation or rain, the water is landing on this and it's not penetrating the soil. So you're robbing your plants of the moisture that they need. So that's the other reason why you really want to clear these away, is truly for the health of the soil, the health of the garden bed. The main thing, and I'm over here trying not to let you see me slapping the mosquitoes away, is, so this right here is the sheath. It's a part of a magnolia blossom, and see how it's got water in it, and it curls, so then it's protecting it from evaporation, and that is a perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. And you know, you multiply that all over your entire garden, and a leaf like this, do you see this ridge? That's enough standing water just in this leaf for mosquitoes to multiply. It's a really great idea to just go to the trouble of getting these large leaves out of the bed. For someone like me, I like to send it to the transfer station, or I use a mulching mower and grind it up and add it to a compost, and then that can get mixed in and added to my my compost and mulch, which then just continues to benefit the bed. But we've got a real problem with West Nile and now Zika here in the south. So anything that you can do to deter mosquitoes, you really need to do. And I know it's a hassle, but your garden will thank you for it, and your skin and your health will thank you for it too. So, short story, get those big leaves up out of the garden. Anything that's small and is obviously breaking down within a day of coming off a plant, that's fine to leave. But anything with a waxy coating, get it up, get it out, grind it, send it to a transfer station, and return it to the earth. So that's a healthy little tip for you, and happy gardening.